What's up, guys? I figure I'd do a video because there's not that many videos out there that show the srt4 extra gauge pod. There's one video out there that kind of shows you how to take it out, but that's not really what I was looking for when I wanted to install this nice and clean. So what you're gonna do to get the top dash off, there's two screws, one on this side and one on the other side in the vent. You can kind of see them when you look up there, and then there's the two there's a screw here and a screw on the other side. Then take your A-pillars off both sides, and you should be able to lift up and pull. Don't lift all the way up to the glass, because then you're gonna wreck something underneath. And then once you get it off, you can pretty much take it right out. Anyways, when you get this thing flipped upside down, you want to get the gauge pod as close as possible to the boost gauge. That way then you have such a clean look, and it's not impeding any kind of view or anything. Like, you're not going to have any issues with any you know, engine lighting or anything like that, or any kind of lights on the dash. You can see here I kind of had the I guess that would be the electrical, because I fed the wideband gauge wire through the boost gauge hole. That there would be the ground and positive, and any kind of data logging cord that comes out of the AEM wideband. But anyways, the wideband gauge itself is a little bit, I guess it would be longer than, like, say, a gauge like the boost gauge, or oil pressure, any kind of like odometer phantom, or any kind of odometer gauge itself. But it is a little bit longer, and that's the only thing you need to take into account. You do need to trim, like, there's pictures and I'm sure there's some video somewhere of how to trim the gauge pod for it to work. And then I just kind of rigged up a bracket, so I could use a bracket to mount it to the top, and just use two self-tapping screws, and it ain't going anywhere. It's on there for good. So, but I figured there was no videos really showing on how to do this, so I kind of wanted to show everybody the end result. Just take your time. These gauge pods are brittle. Like, they're solid plastic, but, you know, take your time. You want to do it clean and right the first time. Note, this gauge, I couldn't get it to fit here. This is where I intentionally wanted it, but it wouldn't fit. But here was my second choice. But anyways, there you have it. I'm gonna post some more videos of the actual car itself. I've got a 2005 red ACR edition. Like, I've got the seats and everything, and there's not too many of these kicking around, so I'll do a full video at another point there. But anyways, this is Tanner signing out.